Good. Oh, that was good, honey. Oh, well, what's going on, honey? What is up? Listen, I am back to do another episode of This Is Messy. Okay. I found a video over on TikTok. And it's regarding, so let me kind of, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of tell y'all a little bit of what it's about from what I can recall. I'm gonna play the video, we're gonna watch some of it, and then I'm gonna get into what the mom has to say. Okay. So this story is about a woman and her 17-year-old son. I believe the woman's from Atlanta, the guy's from Augusta, whatnot. Okay. Or her family is from Augusta. So basically, she asked his son that she was allowing to go stay with his dad for the entire summer. Okay. Well, the young man decided he was going to call his mom and complain because he feels as though, listen, I don't want to be here. Like, girl, they got bugs, they got roaches, all this other stuff, girl. Like, I'm at my grandma's house and stuff. Like, girl, come get me. Come and pick me up. So, a mom doing what a mom does, let me go get my kid. Like, let me go. If my baby is calling in distress, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go see about him, okay, or her. So she leaves, she heads down there, she goes and picks up her son, and then a somewhat altercation ensues between the dad and the son. Okay, so I do have some clips, so I am going to play the clip or whatnot for you guys. All right, now please be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, as we get into some things, be sure to hit the like button. In addition to that, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and make sure that you put on those notification bells as well. Okay, so that you can be notified about all of the good stuff we do over here. Okay, honey. So yes, so let me go ahead and get my headphones and things together so we can go ahead and check this out, and we can listen to it and see what it is that's to be happening in these streets over there. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this video up for you guys, and let's talk about it.
I don't stand on fucking train, bitch.
Hey, why he ain't with you then?
Well, you know what?
Why he not with you then?
I don't care about you record. I don't care about you recording.
Why he don't live with you?
I don't care about
Why
that.
don't he live with you?
The same reason why he don't live with you.
Home, that's it.
Okay, so that was the dad. All right, that was the dad. And basically, what it appears is that the mom done pulled up. By the time she got there, I believe the dad arrived. So he over here like, girl, what you doing? Whatever. So of course, there are some exchange of words. Mama is asking why he not with you? Why you ain't got him? Why he not with you? Why you ain't got him? Okay. And he's like, I guess he's telling her like the boy don't want to live with you. Okay. The same way I guess she's saying the son don't want to be around him or live with him. He's telling her the same thing. And I'm like, that's not even adding up. That don't even make sense. But when she asked him a question about like, when she asked him a question about like why the son's not with him or whatever the case is, he kind of avoids the question, and then he starts talking to her brother or whatever, start getting into it with her brother.
He don't want to be here.
That's it. She just came to pick
Hey,
up.
bro, why you here? Why you?
Because it's my brother.
Why you? I don't stand on fucking train, bitch.
Hey, why he ain't with you then?
It's him calling her out her name for me.
Well, you know what?
Why he not with you then?
I don't care about you record. I don't care about you recording.
Why he don't live with you?
I don't care about
Why don't he live with you?
The same reason why he don't live with you.
Home, that's it.
He don't want to be here.
That's it. She just came to pick
Hey,
up.
bro, why you here? Why you?
Because it's my brother.
Why you?
This is my brother.
It's my son, nigga.
And so
my
what?
son, nigga.
So what? Exactly. It's
Hey, what's up?
what?
Beat the fuck out of you. Stop playing with me, boy.
Barry.
I'm a hoe. Nigga, I'm about to.
Hey,
Did the brother say I'm a wait? Did the brother say I'm a ho? That's what it was given. Sound like the brother said I'm a ho. Stop playing. I will beat the out of you. I'm a back. Girl, brother then came out to work clothes. First of all, brother looked like he just got off work and ready to get into some things. Okay. And I'm not sure if I put it in here because it's like a few clips that I put together, but I know for one of them, she was asking the guy like why their son wasn't with him, and then she brought up the fact that he lives in like this big home or whatever like that. Meanwhile, the kids at the grandma house or whatever. And he just kind of like avoided it and started talking about something else. And I think that's when the altercation ensued with, the brother and stuff like that. But girl, daddy is giving very much so flaw. But let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going.
you get your ass fucking goddamn fucked up out here.
Hey. Y'all two go get in the car. Go get in the car.
Hey.
The police coming. The police is coming. Go get in the car. The police is coming. Hey, get in the car. Don't worry about it. Nobody's going through that. Nobody ain't even trying to fight y'all. Get in the car. Nobody ain't touch me. Get in the car. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I don't care. Don't care.
Right.
They came and picked him up from Atlanta.
So the people that are standing around, some of it is the people in the neighborhood, and then some of it is the dad's family members, okay? And then also with her grandma out there too, but she gonna tell y'all the story about that. But at this point, the popo done arrived, so she's just explaining to the officer what's going on.
Whatever, I don't know, a week or two ago.
Right.
Don't really know. And he's been here ever since then. Now he's called me because this is his father, but this is his grandma's house. Now his father, that has been in his life, tried to come in his life. Now he's 17. He's about to be 18 in September.
Right.
And he told me that he doesn't feel comfortable here. They got bugs, bed bugs, roaches, and every damn thing else. I came to get my child. We have court documents.
What kind?
Yeah.
Protection from the eyes, I see you lurking, bitch. Get pop, hoes be talking nonstop. I got a
Girl. Okay, so what you see at this point, right? If you can really see it. So basically the son at this point is ready to square up on his daddy. Okay, if you could see it, and daddy is ready to throw them hands with the son too, all because the son is ready to go. And I have a problem with that because I'm just like, if I send my motherfucking child to you, I expect my child to be with its dad. You know what I'm saying? Unless I just don't feel comfortable with that. First of all, sir, why is this little boy at the grandma house? And it's fine if he goes over to his grandma, and he ain't no little boy. Let's be honest, he's a young adult. He's 17 years old, okay, or close to being he's a young man, is what I'll say. So of course he at his grandma's house or whatever, and I get that. Like sometimes the grandma probably want to see him too, spend a little time over there at the grandma house. But what you're not gonna do is have my child at the grandma house for the whole motherfucking summer. Okay? Yeah, no. When the child is supposed to be with your ass. Hello? That's somewhat of a little problem for me, especially if the living conditions are raggedy as the boy is saying. Okay, I mean, girl, I'm trying to look at the grandma house in the back, and the grandma house in the back for me is definitely giving like it could be like a trailer home or whatever, girl. I don't know, but what I have a problem with is understanding that this man lives in a much nicer house around the corner, but you got your son staying over here at the grandma house, and then there's roaches and stuff. And I understand this little boy being frustrated and not wanting to stay there. It's to me, okay. Everybody parents different, but for me, if my son called me and he like, "Hey, mom, you'll come pick me up," whatever. Like these folks got buzz, they got this, they got you, motherfucking right. I'm finna pick my child up because what I'm not gonna do is pick him up later, and he done came to the house and brought motherfucking bed bugs there and roaches and whatever else back to my house, and we don't live like that. And that's another reason why I see why the young man feeling a way about that environment if that's not the environment he's primarily used to 90% of the time. And then for 10% of the time he about to go and live with his other family over the summer and spend time with them, and you got him staying in these type of living conditions. I kind of feel a way about that, especially if the dad has a better home and you don't have the child with you, but you got the child over there with the grandma. That's a problem for me. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so I guess the dad was upset that the son wanted to leave because the mama is also going to tell us a story about how I guess the daddy was telling him over the phone when she was on the phone and somebody else had called the dad on the phone. The daddy telling him, "Go back in that room, go back in that room right now. You better go back in that room." Who you talking to? You need to, excuse me, not you telling my child to go back to that room when you ain't even at that house. What? Excuse me? Now, I understand that you are the parent, but sir, it's the fact that my child called me to come get them. I smoothed down here to get my child, and next thing you know, you pop up within the same amount of time that I get here. Hello, which means that you must was off that day. You ain't have to work or anything like that. So how is it you get over here that quick, as quick as I done got down there to my child, but my child wasn't with you to begin with? Like I don't know. I just feel a way about that, y'all. But let's go ahead and press play.
Grandma, get your hand off the police.
Okay, so you see the dude walking up like, "Grandma, get your hand off the policeman." The crazy thing is, and the woman's gonna tell this story too, that lady in the brown outfit that's there, she's team daddy for some awkward reason, but she is the mother of the woman that's recording all of this. Okay, so that's her grandma that's talking to the officer because she done pulled up, and I believe she was the one that called the daddy on the phone to let him know that such and so Hope finna come pick up her baby. Hope finna come pick up the son. Da, 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 da. Girl, you definitely was giving ops. But anyway, the grandma, so the boy that's walking up to her, that's the girl's brother, and obviously this grandma is the son's great grandma. But I hope that makes sense. If not, if I'm not making sense, it's gonna make sense before it's over with. This is the son in the white shirt and the red pants, the red shorts. This is the messy, bro. This is messy. The woman in the tummy heel figure, from my understanding, is the sister to the dad.
You know fucking better. Like, you called me earlier to come get you. Come on, baby. Go ahead.
She's telling Jaden, which is the son, you know better. You don't call me.
I want to talk to the police to come get you. You're walking up on me, bro. Back up.
Now look at the daddy. Look at the daddy now trying to get to his son. Oh wow. He don't care about the police being there at all. What done happened? What done transpired with them?
Grandma, get your hand off police.
You talk to me.
Let her talk.
Oh, now he done call this woman a deadbeat ass mama. And not you done call this woman a deadbeat ass mama when the son called the mama to be the savior and did not call you. I'm confused. Not you calling this woman a deadbeat ass mama, but she let her son come and stay with you for the summer, but you got the baby over there at the grandma house when you got a whole house around the corner. Girl, let's press play.
Where you been at all these 17 years?
Ooh. Girl, that's the question.
Chill, bro.
Okay, y'all leave me alone then. I'm not talking to you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good.
And I'm not. And guess what? And I'm not. And I'm not.
What the fuck happened?
He want to come home. That's it.
Earlier,
he want to come home.
He said, "Kanisha, can you come get me?" I said, "I'll
he
come
doesn't
get
feel
you
comfortable here. He just want to go home.
But ain't nobody be here today. He been here by
He
himself.
been wanting to come home.
I'm not understanding what the sister is saying because she's telling the mama, like, first of all, you're gonna hear her tell the mama that the son is playing a role. Son is playing a role, and at this point, I don't give a what role that boy is playing because clearly the daddy wasn't playing one at all. So let's be honest about that, ma'am. The daddy wasn't playing a role at all. Is what it's giving. She's like, then she says that Jaden called me earlier for me to come pick him up. He called me earlier for me to come pick him up. When ain't nobody been at that house all day. That's another motherfucking problem that I have. Okay, so I don't know where she's going from that for with that, because why ain't nobody been at the house, but this boy been at the house all day, and you mean to tell me the baby somebody he ain't got nothing to eat or whatever the case may be, and then his roaches, his bugs, he just don't feel comfortable in that environment, period. And you know what else it gives me? I feel like one, he doesn't feel comfortable in that environment because number one, his mama doesn't raise him in that type of environment. Number two, if he felt comfortable, it would have been that he would have been around his family enough to know, like, oh, that's how it is when I come over here to their side. Like, I don't know. I feel like at some point the young man probably would have got comfortable being over there with whatever type of lifestyle. And it just makes me feel like whatever the mama's saying is facts. Where you been for these 17 years or whatever the case is, he ain't been there like that. So then now he get there and he uncomfortable. He don't want to be there. He probably didn't even want to go down there to begin with. But mama, trying to give some grace, probably was like, well, I'm gonna take you down there and you see your family. You know, you getting older. You want to be in touch with that side of the family. I'm gonna give your daddy a chance. Like, maybe he'll do better now that you older, since he wasn't doing nothing when you was younger. Like, I could just hear her giving all this type of grace, letting that baby go. And that baby probably never wanted to go down there anyway. Well, let's go ahead and press play.
And you keep him down, no matter what happens.
It's okay.
Jaden playing around.
It's okay. I'm good. I didn't come here to argue with your mama or nobody. I came to get my son and leave.
But
Your mama called whoever she is in the blue. She came up in my face yelling.
I don't give a what role Jaden playing. The baby don't feel comfortable. He don't want to be there. And it's okay for your brother to sit up here and call this woman a anxious mama or a deadbeat mom or whatever. And when she calls him out and says, where you been for them 17 years, you want to turn around and try and check this woman and tell Hope, chill out. I'm telling you, Hope, you better chill out. Whatever the case is. No, BIT, you need to scoot over there to your brother and have a conversation with him. That's what you need to do.
at me, Nate, them other car run to my face.
But why you didn't call me?
I don't need to call nobody.
Y'all got grandma all in the street,
Jaden.
or stressed and
Jaden,
distressed.
Jaden,
Both of them.
Jaden, we're going home.
Look at Jay. Jaden needs to put the book bag off because he ready to do some action, baby. It's just sad. Baby, get in the car.
Get in the fucking car now. We're going home. We're going home. Let's go.
If you're tired of this, you came here.
Jaden, get in the car.
And then the dad yelling, "Okay, why are you leaving? Why he don't want to be there, baby? He don't feel comfortable there, sweetheart. He doesn't."
My ass up, but you not finna do that shit.
Okay, so this is a message, all right? This is a message from Jaden. He screenshot it. So this is what happened. So the lady, they ended up leaving eventually. They peeled out, they left, they went on about their business, okay? Let me see if I can blow this up more so I can read these text messages to y'all and let y'all know what was happening, okay? Actually, give me a second. I may have to read it from my phone because it's really small here. So give me 1 second so I can read this to y'all. All right. So this is what the messages said. No, let's go back. So the woman says after he tried to fight Jaden, which is the son, he then went into Jaden's account and took his money. Okay, he took $45. Okay, or I don't know how much the baby had in the account, but the daddy went and took the money. Now, mind you, they had just opened up the account for the boy because he had started some type of, I guess he may do like lawn service. The little boy started his own little business that he was gonna start doing, right? So they opened up an account. Mind you, he already got an account, but the dad felt the need to open up him another account while he was down here. Okay, and this is all according to the mom. All right, so this is what the son texts his dad. He said, "How you gonna steal my money?" He says, "Yeah, you got the savings. Why you got to take my money?" Right? So then the daddy says, "I gave you that opportunity. Take that SH out of trial." What? Ooh, girl. Then the son says, "That's cool. Glad to know where we stand. You took my money." So then the dad tells him, "Jaden, you made that choice when you called your mama." What the fuck? So just because this boy chose to call his mama and he did not want to be there, you mean to fucking tell me that you think that it's okay and it's right for you to take a kid's money? And you know that shows how trifling you are, because even if Jaden would not have called his mom and he would have stayed there, you would have figured out a way to take this baby's money, period. That was your plan anyway. That's the reason why you set him up an account. You wasn't teaching him anything. You were going to use that baby. Like, I just feel a way about it. So then the boy says, "But you still took my money. That doesn't mean steal my money." He says, "You bad." He said, "You bad. Come get it." This is what he telling his son. "You so bad. You come get it." So he says, "I'll get up here." He said, "I'll get up here. No worries." I don't know what he meant by that. "I'll get up here," because they live in two different areas. Because by this time, well, maybe he was in the Augusta area when he said that, when he was like, "Okay, I'll get up here." No worries. So I don't know if he mean he's gonna come back or what. But Jaden, I wouldn't care nothing about that little measly ass $45. Number one, it's the principle behind it for me. Like, number one, that's disrespectful, that's trifling. As a fucking dad, you would do some shit like that, but at the same time, it's like, baby, F that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get more than where that came from. And the fact that you would take that from me the way that you did, I guarantee you're gonna lose more than that. Period. When you do shit like that, you lose more than that. Okay, so that's just what it is. So let's keep going because there is more. Okay, so we just talked about these messages here and what all the dad said. I want you guys to hop in the comments, share your thoughts and everything on this particular situation so far, because in my opinion, I feel like the daddy was wrong. Y'all let me know if the mom was wrong or if you need more context. Let me mute this part because she just played the audio, some type of audio over this, and it was pretty loud. But let me tell you what the sister said, because this here is a screenshot of what the sister said when she got over on the Facebook, girl, and she was talking that big stuff. She says, "I'm gonna say this." She says, "I'm gonna say this, and I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. BITs always want to look like the victim, but you brought your ass to our SHI with that bullshit and deserves to get your ass beat because you disrespectful as fuck. And you know I don't play when it comes to my family. I tried to talk to your dumb ass, but you want to post SHI to play victim when you been a deadbeat ass hoe from jump. Not her being a deadbeat ass from jump. What? Not this woman that done raised this boy for 17 years, went on to get married and have 2 more children. And Jaden looks to be very happy with his mom. So I'm a little confused on what y'all talking about." She says, "I keep motherfucking quiet, but I'm tired of who's trying me. Don't get caught slipping because I will lay all SHI out." Well, if you got something to lay out, ma'am, it's at this point where you will want to lay it out since you got so big and bold to get onto Facebook or whatever and say everything that you got to say. You might as well air it out. You here now. So then she says, "And people will be laughing at your dumb ass." Well, let them laugh, girl. Drop the tea. She done exposed her brother, so why don't you drop it? She says, "Hope This is the lady's name. She called. She said something. The words blocked out. I guess I don't know, maybe she gave her last name. She says hope something. And if you gonna pop off, scary as unblock us. Basically telling the girl to unblock them. All right. So she's going in, and I'm just not understanding. It's like it's you defending the toxicness of your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother and them do some foul stuff. I'm gonna love him to the end because that's my brother. But at the same time, like I'm gonna get you together. I'm gonna let you know about your motherfucking stuff. I'm gonna let you know whether you right, you wrong, you fair, whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna let you know. Period. All right. Just because you my sibling and I love you don't mean that I gotta stand by the fuck shit that you do. And that's just on P. Okay. So it's the fact that you would sit up here and defend this. And it's like, girl, ain't no telling what other kind of men you over there defending. Yikes. But let's keep going. And the audacity of you to be mad at a mama that came down that chose to pick up her child. And you motherfucking right, I'll sit up there and expose any NIGGA that done sat up there and sat up there and made threats to my son like you finna swing on him. Okay, because we all can go to jail up in this bitch. Because the one thing you're not finna do is touch that one over there. So what's going on? Okay, reasons why she brought her brother. Hello, and she better be glad it wasn't me because I got 3 of them. Okay, so what we trying to do? What you trying to do? Okay, okay. I mean, do you need 3 of them? Do you want all 3 to pull up? What would you like? Okay, girl, you better be glad. But let's keep going, girl, because I don't. Ooh, yeah, she done made me mad. She done made me. Yeah, she done made me mad. But we're gonna let's go, girl, because I got something over here. I feel like she talking to me. Okay, and I ain't got an H in my name at all, so it ain't no hope over here. You know what I'm saying? But girl, I done felt the way about that. You love. But let me go ahead and press play. Let's keep going. Ooh. All right, so let me rewind it just a tad bit because this here is when the woman gets ready to share what exactly happened. So let me unmute that and let's get into it.
All social media, my phone, for God knows when. I don't talk to them. We never got. I have had Jaden's other people blocked on all social media, my phone, for God knows when. I don't talk to them. We never got along, and that's just that. Now we have a court order that we were supposed to follow, but Jaden, I have full custody of Jaden.
So what that makes me think of, the fact that she sat up there and she blocked the entire family for me made me feel like she had a side, he had a side, but they chose to take the side of his and whatever he told them instead of stepping outside of it and seeing whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I'm putting a little bit of personal experience in it. And then I'm just, coming up with how things probably laid out as to why she probably blocked them and they never got along. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going, girl.
Okay. His daddy never followed his court order because he didn't want to drive here the 2 hours away to come pick him up. But anyway, Jada ended up in Augusta where he was supposed to be with his daddy. And he was there for probably about 2 weeks. Now, in that time frame, I'm thinking Jaden's staying with his daddy. But come to find out, he is at the grandma house. And he texts me like, hey, I don't feel comfortable here. I can't sleep at night. She has bugs. The shower head doesn't work. And I just want to come home. I really don't have that much food. He said that they bought him a box of chips and told him that should last him a month. Now, my son big as hell, okay? Big as hell. He tall. And you're talking about a box of chips? Okay, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up because he sends me videos and pictures. And he just basically begging me. So I tell nobody that I'm driving there to pick him up. I jump in my car. I'm driving. Jaden knows I'm coming. Only Jaden. I don't tell my mama. I don't tell my grandma. But listen, the lady in that video that was holding the police officer, that is my grandma. My grandma. Okay? My mama. And she is for the other people. Now, how that came about, I have no idea, but she's a snake in my eye. But anyway, that's another whole story. So me and her haven't been on good speaking terms. Like, I mean, we tried over and over and over and over again, but it just still keep leading back to her telling my business to them for what I have no idea. Never did anything to this lady. Okay, whatever. So I call my brother because I'm like, yeah, I feel like something gonna happen. I just want to go pick Jaden up. He gonna have his stuff ready. I'm gonna text him, let him know, come outside. I'm gonna park my car in front, come outside, and we gonna leave because I have full custody of him. Nobody can tell me that I can't take him. I don't care what's going on. So my brother meets me, thank God, and we pull up to the house, and I see Jaden because he outside for a second. He go in the house. He's supposed to grab his bags and just come out. Okay, he was supposed to just grab his bag and come out, but he didn't come. In my heart, I just knew it. I knew that lady had him. He called me. My nana got me locked in here. She said I can't leave. So at that point, I almost lost it, but I didn't. I put my car in park right in front of the gate, and then I said, put me on the speakerphone right now. Put me on the speakerphone. I said, if you don't let my goddamn son out that house right now, I'm calling his daddy. I'm calling his daddy. And I'm like, what you calling his daddy for? So I said, he said he want to go home. We going home. So I hear the daddy on her phone. Go back in the back of that room right now. Go back in the back right now. I'm like, who the fuck? Who he talking to? Talking about go back in the back. No, he coming out the door. So I said, okay, cool. I'm calling the police because at this point, y'all holding my son hostage, and I'm not finna go for that. I just came down here to pick him up, and that's it. So I called the police like, hey, my son's being held against his will. I'm trying to come pick him up. And, blase, can you just send somebody out here? Yeah. As soon as I get off the phone, this blue truck pulls up. Speeding. A lady jumps out. She walks up in my face like, why? What you doing here? And why are you here? And I'm like, who are you, first of all? And why the hell are you in my face? Because I don't know you. Like, why are you in my face? I'm Sherelle's sister, which that's the daddy mama. That's the grandma's sister. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are, first of all. Just back up because I'm not going to talk to you, period. So she was like, she talking. I'm like, girl, bye. Now, by this time, Jaden was able to get out the door, but he only had his book bag on. Now, he had a whole bunch of other stuff that he had. And I said, Jaden, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He was like, no, I want my stuff. I want my stuff. And I'm like, Jaden, we can buy you some more stuff. I just want to go. Like, I wasn't even there for all of that. Let's go. He was like, no, I want my stuff. I'm like, okay, fuck it, the police coming. So by this time, a truck comes speeding down the road. It's Nate. He jumps out the car, runs completely up to me in my face. What the fuck going on? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm here to pick Jaden up. He want to go home. No, why you want to go home? Why you want to go home? I said, because he want to go home. He's uncomfortable. He said there's bugs and stuff in there, and, he want to go home. And furthermore, why he ain't living with you? Why he ain't staying with you? Because I know you got a nice little house that you stayed with somebody else, a 4-bedroom. But why he at your mama house? And why he here by himself half the time? And yeah, I just got questions. So by this time, because he ran up in my face, my brother went crazy. Get out her face, blah blah blah, and that set a whole little thing off. So I'm like, calm down. The police finna come, and we gonna handle this. We gonna be good. Now, y'all, we in a neighborhood that everybody probably know each other in. Okay, so we in a neighborhood where everybody know each other at. So I start hearing men and boys start calling other men names like, hey, come here. Like, like they gonna try to come jump my brother. And I'm like, oh, hell no, that ain't finna happen. So I tell my brother, calm down, whatever, with the police pull up. Then Nate mama jumps off the curb. She then goes to the police and she starts trying to explain her side of the story, blah, 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 blah. And Nate's trying to explain his side of the story. Then he asked for mine. And I'm like, bruh, he just want to go home. They got bugs in their house. We have evidence, but I got custody. And whatever he was here for, whatever they got going on, I don't care at this point. He's 17. He want to go home. Let my son go home. So the police, talking to everybody. By this time, y'all, so many people showed up that I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know it was a whole old-ass man there with a damn dog. Like, what the hell? And then my grandma, out of all the people, my grandma, she pulls up. What the hell going on? And I said, first of all, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Oh, I'm this, I'm that, and Jaden this. And I'm like, I don't care. But what I do want to tell you is that, yeah, this relationship that me and you got is completely over at this point. Because, baby, you my real blood. And if you ain't got my back, I don't want to fool with you. And that's pretty fucked up. That's sad. Beyond sad. So my grandma all her feelings and this and that. And at that point, Nate mama says, "Oh, don't you talk to your grandma like that?" And I tell Nate mama, "Shut the hell up, because who talking to you? Go to hell. Let me get my son shit out your house so we can go." Then Nate starts to go crazy, and the sisters try to go crazy, and the Kanisha, the Tommy Hilfiger girl, she tried to go crazy, and everybody just started going ham. So the police like, what the hell? So the police tell Jaden at that time, go get your stuff. While Jaden is trying to go get his stuff, Nate is coming up on the side. That's when you can see the police walking in the street telling him back down, he gonna tase him. Well, why do you wanna put your hands on Jaden, or why you wanna bother Jaden just because he wanna go home? He wanna go home. Jaden did not try to attack him. Jaden didn't even try to attack nobody. Jaden just stood on the side like by me and my brother because he was ready. He was gonna beat that ass. Jaden was gonna beat that ass, and I wish he did. But I'm like, okay, shit, just let him get his shit. Just let him get stuff. So that's why, I'm standing on the curb recording because I'm like, all this ain't even necessary, but I'm gonna have this for my records because they're being violent. Like, they're the ones that's causing all this chaos or whatever. So Jaden goes in the house, he grabs all his stuff that he didn't have before, and that's when y'all see the video when he had that monitor and all his other stuff, and that's when Nate tried to run up on him again to try to confront him for what, bro? Because he just want to go home. Like, first of all, let him go home. He don't want to be here. You ain't even have him with you, so just, it is what it is. It's done. So that's when I started trying to walk to my car to get in the car, because y'all, I did not want all that shit to go down. I promise you. That was the last thing that I wanted to happen. And that's when all of them just like started yelling, and my grandma, she was going crazy and wanted to talk to police. And that was my brother was like, "Grandma, let the police go. Like, why are you holding on the police, girl? You about to get shocked." But anyway, so, and I was hoping he shocked Nate ass. Oh, I was hoping he shocked him, but he didn't. But anyway, I was low-key laughing at all of it because I was like, y'all look foolish. Y'all look ridiculous. Y'all are dumb and stupid. So we get in the car and I zoom off. But the auntie was behind my car, not the Tommy Hilfiger one, the other one that tried to confront me, y'all. She was behind my car. I was like, I should hit her ass a little bit, but I don't want to go to jail in Augusta. So I zoom off. I call my mama, y'all. My mama don't like confrontation at all. She was at the house. She didn't even want to come out there. She real laid back. She totally opposite than me and her crazy mama. But anyway, so I call my mama like, girl, because she was confused. Because she didn't know I was coming down there. She didn't know I was coming to get Jaden either. But she tried to call me when all that was happening, and I hung up on her, and she wanted to figure out what happened. So I called her like, me and your mama is done, blah, blah, blah. And I'm on I-20. I'm going back to Atlanta. I was going to stop over there, but I'm not because I don't know who chasing me. I don't got time. So we Zoom, get out of there, y'all. Jaden checked his bank account. Now, the only reason why they opened a bank account in Augusta for him, well, you know what? He had his own bank account, so they shouldn't even open a bank account for him. But I guess he had was going to do some type of little side job while he was there for the time being, for the summertime. And I guess they was going to put the money in the account, but he got his own account. I mean, he got CASHAPP and he got a Navy Federal account. Like, he got his own account. So, but the daddy opened up him a bank account, and that day he did a job, or day before he did a job, and they gave him some money. And of course, Jaden ate, with some of that or whatever. And then he put the rest of that money in there. And y'all, as soon as we left, Nate went in that account and took the Jaden money, like $45 out of it. And that's when Jaden texted him. And then that's when we got that screenshot. But I changed our number so goddamn fast. I'm done with all of them, and I don't care. And I don't care how they feel. It's a wrap. Deuces.
Well, y'all just heard everything the mama had to say, girl, and I can't say that I'm mad at her for real, for real. I'm really, really not mad. I definitely believe everything this woman's saying. You know what I'm saying? I really do. The fact that she called that man out about not being there for 17 years, thoroughly believe it. And his approach as soon as she got there, he just walked up on some type of aggression type stuff. Like instead of trying to get an understanding, like, son, well, what's wrong? Like, hey, how you doing? Let me sit down and talk to Jay real quick. Like, what's going on? Like, you don't want to be here? Like, is there some, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like if that boy had a comfortable relationship with his dad like that, he probably could have reached out to his dad and talked to him like, hey, dad, I don't really feel comfortable over here. But again, why the baby at the damn grandma house where it's roaches, the bed bugs, wherever the hell it is? You know, I don't care what's at the grandma house, whether she got it or she don't got it. Why is she at? Why is this baby at her house when he needs to be at your house? I don't understand that part. Like, why he over there when he need to be over there with you? Like, what? That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Then you ain't feeding him or whatever like that. He got to get it how you live. Like, I don't really like that. He already been trying to get it how you live because your ass ain't been there. But anyway, girl, let me get up off this subject, honey. I just wanted to bring this story to y'all because real quick, because it's messy or whatever. But y'all go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. Let me know if you feel like the mama was wrong, the daddy was wrong, the damn son was wrong, the family was wrong, honey. Just hop in the comments and let me know your overall thoughts. I'm Jamie, that's me. Okay. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And when you do, make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.